Welcome to Senior Living Solutions, where we uncover the truths that transform lives. Today we're tackling something that affects every single one of us as we age. Type yes in the comments if you've noticed even small changes in your balance or stability lately. Now I want to tell you about Eleanor. At 87, she still lives alone in her 2-story home. She still drives herself to church every Sunday. She still gardens, cooks her own meals, and even helps her younger 70-year-old neighbors carry in groceries. Meanwhile, her sister Helen, just 2 years older, needs round-the-clock care. She can't walk without assistance, can't shower alone, can't even get out of bed without help. Same genetics, same background. So what's Eleanor's secret? It's not luck, it's not superior genes, and it's definitely not some expensive medical treatment. It's a simple 5-minute and morning ritual she's been doing every day for the past 15 years. A ritual so effective that researchers at Boston University's Aging Center found it reduced dependency risks by 74% when practiced consistently. And yet, most seniors have never heard of it. Today, I'm going to share exactly what this ritual is, how to do it correctly, and why it works when so many other approaches fail. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also reveal the one mistake that 82% of seniors make that accidentally accelerates dependency, often within just months. Before we continue, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our video next week on the 5 essential health screenings your doctor won't recommend after 70. Let's begin. The problem. Here's what most people don't understand about losing independence as we age. It rarely happens suddenly. We think it's the big events, a fall, a stroke, a serious illness that send us from independence to dependency overnight. But research from the National Institute on Aging tells a different story. For 78% of seniors, independence disappears gradually through a process so subtle you don't even notice it happening until it's too late. Think about it. Have you noticed yourself holding the railing more tightly when going downstairs, taking a moment longer to get out of a chair, being a little more careful when stepping into the shower? If you're nodding right now, type "This is me" in the comments. These aren't just normal signs of getting older. They're early warning signals that your body's balance and stability systems are beginning to fail. But here's what's fascinating. These systems don't weaken primarily because of age. They weaken because of something scientists call proprioceptive atrophy. In simple terms, your body is losing its ability to know where it is in space. You see, throughout your body, in your joints, muscles, and inner ear, are special sensors that tell your brain exactly where your body parts are, even with your eyes closed. These sensors help you stand upright, stay balanced, and move confidently. As we age, these sensors naturally begin to dull, unless we specifically stimulate them, and that's where Eleanor's morning ritual comes in. The solution. Eleanor's 5-minute routine isn't complicated. It doesn't require special equipment, and you don't need to be in good shape to start. In fact, it's so simple you might be tempted to dismiss it, but that would be a mistake. Here's what it looks like. Step 1. The wake-up reset. Before even getting out of bed, Eleanor spends 60 seconds gently rotating each ankle, wrist, and shoulder in small circles. This immediately activates those proprioceptive sensors we talked about, particularly in the joints where balance begins. Step 2. The threshold stand. After getting up, she finds a doorway in her home. She stands in the threshold, feet hip-width apart, Then, ever so slightly, she leans forward until she feels her weight shift to her toes, then back until her weight shifts to her heels. Side to side, small movements, 60 seconds total. This simple exercise recalibrates the vestibular system in your inner ear, the command center for your balance. Step 3. The three-point touch. Still standing in the doorway, Eleanor touches her right thumb to her right big toe, bending as needed, then to her left knee, then to her nose. She repeats with her left thumb, 60 seconds total. This movement creates what neurologists call a proprioceptive map, essentially reminding your brain where all your body parts are in relation to each other. Step 4. The vision anchor. Eleanor picks a spot on the wall at eye level. Focusing on that spot, she turns her head slowly to the right, while keeping her eyes on the spot, then left. 60 seconds total. This exercise integrates your visual system with your balance systems, crucial for preventing falls. Step 5. The stability release. Finally, Eleanor stands with her feet together, closes her eyes, and simply breathes deeply for 60 seconds, focusing on the sensation of her feet against the floor. This final step integrates all the previous exercises, strengthening the neural pathways that maintain balance, even when your visual system isn't helping. That's it. 5 minutes, 5 simple exercises, done first thing every morning. If you're committed to trying this ritual for at least 1 week, type "I'm in the comments right now. Now, if you're still watching, you might be thinking, could something this simple really make such a dramatic difference? The science says absolutely yes. The science. A landmark study from Johns Hopkins University followed 1,200 seniors over a 12-year period. The researchers wanted to identify factors that predicted who would maintain independence versus who would require assistance. After analyzing hundreds of variables from genetics to exercise habits to diet, they made a surprising discovery. The single strongest predictor of continued independence wasn't overall strength. It wasn't cardiovascular fitness. It wasn't even having close family nearby. It was proprioceptive function, exactly what Eleanor's ritual targets. Seniors with the highest proprioceptive scores were 4.3 times more likely to remain independent after age 80 than those with low scores. Why does this matter so much? Because your proprioceptive system is the foundation that all movement depends on. When it weakens, everything else becomes harder. Your walking becomes less stable. Your reaction time slows. Your confidence decreases. You become more cautious. You do less. Your muscles weaken from reduced activity, which makes you even more cautious, creating a downward spiral toward dependency. But when you maintain your proprioceptive system, as Eleanor has done with her simple morning ritual, you maintain the foundation that keeps everything else working. And the best part, unlike muscle strength or stamina, which take months to improve, proprioceptive function can begin showing improvement in as little as 7 days. Success stories. Let me tell you about Harold, who discovered this method 3 years ago. At 79, Harold had started using a cane, not because of pain or injury, but because he no longer trusted his balance. His world was shrinking. He'd stopped traveling, avoided stairs, and turned down social invitations that involved unfamiliar environments. Harold learned about this 5-minute ritual from a friend. Honestly, he was skeptical, but he agreed to try it every morning for 30 days. 3 weeks in, Harold called his friend, emotion in his voice. "I walked to the mailbox yesterday without my cane, first time in 8 months." By the 2-month mark, Harold had stopped using his cane entirely. By 4 months, he'd booked a trip to visit his grandchildren, something he'd previously thought impossible. Or consider Beatrice, 84. Beatrice had fallen twice in 6 months. Her children were pressuring her to move to assisted living, afraid she couldn't safely live alone anymore. After starting the morning ritual, Beatrice didn't just maintain her independence, she expanded it. 6 months later, her measured stability scores had improved so dramatically that her physical therapist thought there was an error in the testing. She's now been living independently for 3 additional years with 0 falls. These aren't rare cases. This transformation happens for anyone who applies this simple routine consistently. The mistake. Now I promise to reveal the one mistake that 82% of seniors make that accidentally accelerates dependency. Here it is. They focus on strength exercises while ignoring balance training. Don't misunderstand, strength is important, but without proprioceptive function, strength alone won't maintain independence. I see it all the time. A senior diligently lifts weights or walks daily, building decent muscle strength. Yet their balance continues to deteriorate because they've never specifically trained their proprioceptive system. It's like having a powerful car engine but no steering wheel. The power is useless without control. The morning ritual I've shared targets exactly the systems that most exercise programs miss, the delicate critical balance mechanisms that keep you independent. Implementation. So how do you start? First, commit to trying Eleanor's ritual for at least 30 consecutive days. Remember, proprioceptive improvement begins in as little as 7 days, but the real magic happens with consistency. Second, do it first thing in the morning. Research shows that proprioceptive exercises are up to 3 times more effective when done before your brain becomes busy with other tasks. Third, focus on the sensations, not just the movements. Feel your weight shifting. Notice the position of your limbs. This mindful attention accelerates the neural connections that strengthen your balance systems. And finally, be patient with yourself. You're retraining systems that have been gradually weakening for years. Some days will feel better than others. That's normal and expected. What matters is the consistent daily practice. 5 minutes each morning that could give you years of additional independence. Conclusion. The research is clear about maintaining independence into your 80s and 90s. Numerous studies have confirmed that targeted balance training produces remarkable results. Nothing, absolutely nothing, has shown the remarkable balance of simplicity and effectiveness as this 5-minute morning ritual. Eleanor is now 87 and still living life on her terms. Harold, at 82, walks without assistance. Beatrice, at 87, still lives in the home she loves. They're not exceptional. They simply found and applied this powerful approach before it was too late. You can do the same, starting tomorrow morning. 5 minutes that could change everything. Right now, we're launching our 30-day Independence Challenge. Commit to doing this 5-minute ritual every morning for the next 30 days and share your results with our community. If you found this information valuable, please hit the like button and share this video with someone who might benefit. Independence is too precious to lose if there's a simple way to maintain it. In the comments, let me know, will you commit to trying the 5-minute ritual for 30 days? I'd love to hear about your experience as you begin this journey. Don't forget to download your free printable guide to the 5-minute independence ritual from the link in the description. It's perfect to keep by your bedside as a reminder. Thank you for watching. Here's to your continued independence, no matter your age.